It's been a while since I've made a video, so I thought, seeing that it's the beginning of summer, I would make an update on what I am grazing on in the garden. As you can see, the gooseberries are ready, all of them. So I've been having a gooseberry party with George. They're inside of these little capsules. I don't know if you can see them. And they are totally delicious. Nice, huh? Mmm. Yum. As you can see, George is busy at work here in the banana fruit forest jungle, and he is, what are you doing?
I'm grooming the bananas.
Okay, so he's out here grooming.
Grooming, cleaning all the dead leaves off all the bananas.
Okay, and I'm out here enjoying the harvest of fruit and other things. Usually in the summer, these nasturtiums come to an end, but I still get some stragglers here where it's shady. They don't like the sun. They're normally very prolific with their leaves in the spring, and I use them in rice paper rolls for color and in salads. So I'll pick a few of these because I'm going to make some rice paper rolls today. This is our bungalow in the back garden. I don't know if you can see it. Looks out into our fruit forest, and outside of the bungalow is a lemon verbena, which was probably about 6 inches tall when George got it, and it's great for tea. It has a lot of health benefits. If you haven't planted a lemon verbena, you don't even need to make it into a tree, grow it into a tree. You can just leave it in a pot, and it's great for tea. And just Google the health benefits of lemon verbena. I'm going to pick some of these today. I've never shown you, but this is a little granny flat that we have in the back for grannies or its guests, and it's got it's got a 2-bed double bed, and it's also got a single bed and many other fun things that looks out into the garden. It's just sitting empty right now. Yeah. Okay, this is the other side. These are the wardrobes. I think they're from the 1950s, Greek style. Anyway, this is just for when my family comes and visits, if they ever do come. The bungalow, as we call it, the brilliant bungalow, is right outside. It has a beautiful birds of paradise. Yes. And as you step out of the bungalow, you can actually see the banana circle, and you can see the pergola, and where we chat on the internet on our computers that overlook the garden, fruit forest. I've been really impressed of what's been happening with this jujube. I mean, it was lower, it was like this high, and guys, look at this. Holy moly, after the rain it really shot off. This is, I think this is the Li or the Shaanxi. I can't remember the variety, and I don't see the tag, but it's really growing very quickly. It's a Chinese date for those of you that don't know what it is. It must be the Li, because this here is the Shang, I think you pronounce that Shangli, or anyway, this one here is really grown too. George thought he was going to lose these, but they're one of my favorites. Okay, that's our full-size jujube tree. This comes in the autumn, and it's a Chinese date. It's also used in Chinese cooking. We love it, and you can see and he's pruned this quite a bit, how big that these jujube trees can get. You can see all the flowers. It is going to be an abundant crop, and so will the other two younger trees. I don't know exactly how many, but if you follow real life Fruitopia with my other half, George, you'll see how many of these he has growing. Outside of the bungalow, we also have another lemon tree. We have probably, let's see, 3 or 4 lemon trees. This is a Lisbon lemon, as I recall, and great for now in summertime for all the dishes from around the world that I'm cooking. And wow, it's quite prolific. You know, it's not the oldest lemon tree, but we do have a lot of lemons. Yeah. I'm admiring the garden is what I'm doing. I'm walking around. I'm seeing how everything's grown after the rain. And so in between I'm foraging on fruit, and I'm also being George's cheerleader as he's doing some maintenance in the fruit forest. Whoa! These are 3 of our compost bins in the back, and look at what is just popped up. To me, this looks like it could be potatoes. Not sure. You can see a new tamarillo tree in the background here that's got a lot of tamarillos on it. This is going to be a bumper year for white sapote. This is a tree that I don't think we've had any fruit, but this is going to be the year for a lot of fruit back here in the fruit forest. As you can see, the trunk is real big, and I can't remember the variety. Sorry. If you're into gardening and you follow George on Real Life Fruitopia, you'll remember the name of this one in the back of the fruit forest. It's hidden with all the philodendrons that are growing back here. Better watch out for a snake. I always have my eyes on these 2 trees. You need 2 of them. They're the only tropical fruit tree that grows in Illinois, where I'm originally from. I've lived there the first 50 years of my life, and I didn't realize that these were so prolific where I lived. In fact, they even named a town there called Pawpaw. And if you research the history of Pawpaw, Illinois, it used to have pawpaw patches. But you need a male and female. You can get them online, and they're sort of a combination of a mango and a banana, and very delicious. This is one of them. I've been waiting for them to grow up now for many years. And here is the other one that's growing up, and I think he has a few other ones in the nursery. This is sort of a spontaneous video. I wasn't planning on this, but this is our macadamia nut tree. I think we have 2 or 3 of these. This is the oldest one. I think it's going to be 12 or 13 years old, and it is prolific this year, filled with macadamia nuts. So it's really fun, just doing a walk around, getting my exercise, and sharing my love of the fruit forest with you all out in YouTube land. I almost said Facebook land, YouTube land. I've been waiting on this kiwi fruit, kiwi berry it's called. It's not the big kiwi fruit, it's the berry. I've been waiting on this. I was hoping that this would be the year that we would get fruit. It seems to really be growing a lot this year. As you saw in my other video, this is my most favorite plum, the green gage. An Italian lady that lives in the neighborhood told us about it. And when we first moved here 16 years ago, she invited us in, and we feasted on her green gage plums, and I fell in love and was inspired. And it hasn't been this prolific in years, so soon George is going to be covering it with a net. I've made a whole video on this. If you don't have one of these, to me it's one of the best. This and the Coes are my favorite plums. They're easy to eat. I guess this is one that pollinates it, which is next door. And this one here is very prolific as well. And at the moment I have a brain fart and I can't remember the name of this plum. Wow. And George took all these out of the front fruit forest to make more room for trees. The agapanthus grow quickly. He's wanting to take these out, and I'm saying, no, they're so pretty, leave them. You took them all out of the front. Okay, so I'm admiring these. I've been picking a lot of these pumpkin leaves in stir fries, and sweet potato leaves in stir fries. Totally delicious. Nothing is better than fresh cucumbers in the summer. There's a few of them that we just harvested and just put under the pergola, but they're growing like weeds, especially after the rain that we finally had. Maybe we'll have some sugar cane juice today. We have a sugar cane juicer from Vietnam, and we just pull this out and peel it and juice sugar cane. It grows like a weed here in Melbourne. If you're not growing sugar cane, I suggest you grow some and get yourself a sugar cane juicer instead of paying $15, $10 for a glass of it. You can have an unending amount of sugar cane juice. It's great with lime, and it's great with little citruses. Orange you can put in, ginger. I like the little bitty, real sour, tiny oranges that we have growing in the front. The little oranges are called kumquats, and they taste really good inside as well. I think this is another must. It grows very prolifically. It's the pepino melon. We've been harvesting and eating this at the beach. We still have a harvest left to go, but it is a very vigorous melon, and it is from South America, and it's delicious. I don't know how good this will do, but the ice cream bean tree is flowering, and it is spectacular. I'll try and get it from another angle so you can see it. Okay, there's the ice cream bean tree. If you're not familiar with it, it's like fairy floss, great for kids, or what we call in America candy, cotton candy. And you can see that tree is huge. It's sort of a specimen tree like our native tamarind tree here in the middle of the fruit forest in Melbourne. Okay, we're back to foraging again. We're going to do a mono meal of another tree of apricots. We come out here and pick these fresh every day. We've been having apricots from, this is the third tree for the last couple of months. I like to put these in overnight oats. I just put oats in a big huge jar, and I add some chia seeds and linseeds and fruit, which now is in season, and the apricots are really good in the overnight oats, and then I add some plant milk to it. Deliciousness. Time to do a little bit of munching on the apricots with my honey. If you're into cooking, this is a must. This is the kaffir lime and leaf used in a lot of Southeast Asian cooking, and this tree is monstrous, and I use this a lot. I use it in Indian cooking, I use it in Thai, Lao, Vietnamese, Cambodian cooking. It is a must in the garden if you like to cook. You can do many things. You can also use this, as I mentioned earlier, as the fruits get bigger, you can use this as shampoo. It doesn't have any fruit on it now, but this tree was a new addition to the fruit forest, and I'm loving it. It's a spicy, sort of like red bell capsicum pepper, and as you can see, we have consumed all the peppers, but it just is a pepper tree, and I love it. It's one of the newest additions and great for cooking. I'm going to pick myself some salad tonight. I made some of those jar salads with chickpeas and tomatoes, and you can see the tomatoes are coming up pretty good. Okay, another gooseberry sprung up. We have 3 of these in the garden, and we're going to do a little foraging now on the gooseberry. These are leeks. I just saw a recipe that I was going to try for a mushroom and leek pasta dish, And we'll use up these leeks, seeing that they're now coming to the end. But the flowers are so pretty, aren't they? More sugar cane. Let's have some sugar cane juice, George. This is what I'm most excited about. The squillions and squillions of new avocados coming on the house. Oh my gosh. I look out my kitchen window and guess what I see? I see all the new avocados growing, and then the ones that are ready to harvest. The big ones are the ones that are coming, and the little ones are coming for next year. Oh my gosh, guys. There's so many of them. Hundreds of little baby avocados. Can you see them? It's so exciting. Avocados in Melbourne. And some places organic avocados are $4 and $5 a piece. So I feel grateful for avocados. Oh yes. Oh yes. Look at those new avocados. There's so many. I'm going to try and give you a view of the avocado tree. It's half in shade, half in sun, but I'm going to try to give you a view that I see from my kitchen window. Back to the avocado. Okay, this is a little close-up view of the avocado tree that I'm viewing from my kitchen window. I might even go in and show you what I get to see. But I get to watch all the little baby avocados as they grow, and the mature avocados that are ready for harvesting. And those are the Wirtz avocados down that direction. Yes, that's my fruit farmer George from Real Life Fruitopia. He's pruning. I think he's going to get to this bay leaf tree because it's really getting like monstrous over here. You can see how tall it's getting. And he's just making everything look spectacular as normal. I love summer. I love all the flowers, and look at all the baby tamarillos. You saw them in the back, all the little baby ones coming. These are tree tomatoes inside of the banana forest. Oh yeah, he's getting all the banana leaves cut. Okay, there's some cucumbers for tonight, lemon, macadamias, and oh yeah, that's where we sit and we chat with friends from around the world. Our windows look into the fruit forest. Yeah, that's where we spend a lot of time sharing, talking about virtual reality, talking about subjects from around the world with people from every country. We've been doing that for 22 years and we love it. It is fun. Well, I thought maybe I should go to the front too and check out the new jackfruit and the mangoes. Mangoes are coming fast and hard here at Fruitopia. Yep. Lots of mangoes coming. All right. Woohoo! Oh yeah, there he goes. Now, let's look at this banana here. Oh, cool. As you saw in an earlier video, I've been feasting on the Brazilian cherries. I think they've come to their end, so we won't be foraging from them today. But the passion fruit that is in front of the house, well, that'll be coming soon and very soon. We have squillions. We like to take these to the beach and munch on these. Pepina melons and beautiful passion fruit are fun when you go to the beach. I pick a lot of the gardenia and put it where we do our surfing on the internet and we chat with our friends. And I also take the gardenia flowers and put them in our ensuite window so our room smells like fresh gardenias. Not too long ago, this was a baby mandarin tree, and it is growing up and it is producing this year squillions of, yes, mandarin oranges. These racks of bananas will be ready in late fall or winter, and I think probably close to winter because they're still small. And I use the banana blossom in many dishes, curries, salads. So he'll probably be cutting that pretty soon because I think there's a benefit of cutting the blossom early, if I remember correctly. Up there, he just discovered we have another one, another banana rack and blossom that's in the gutter, so he has to do some work here to take this banana plant and push it back so it's not hanging on the roof. So you can see his ladder is here for work is never done for Farmer George. Full time. Oh, he left me some of my favorite flowers. Thank you, George. Again, this is the front of the house and some of the bananas. And just yesterday before the rain, guess what? What did you plant, George? What is this? This is
Lamb Hass avocado.
This was our prolific lamb Hass from the back, and he moved it into a pot, and it was in there for a year, and now he's got it in the front of the garden. You can see the trunk. It did produce some really beautiful avocados.
It's almost 10 years old.
It's almost 10 years old, but due to root rot, he had to transplant it. He had to put it in a pot for a year. He's brilliant, my brilliant one, my brilliant fruit farmer. Yes. Another avocado here, the shepherd. It is growing and growing in the front.
Hope so.
This used to be my flower garden with beautiful 30-year-old camellia trees, and he's pulled them all out and he's transformed it with dragon fruit, bananas. We've got some pumpkin growing, custard apples, avocado trees, sugar cane, a couple more of the fig trees. It really is heaven on earth here at Real Life Fruitopia. I want to thank you all for watching. I'm going to end the video because I'm getting a little bit windy, and I want to put a shout out and a I want to be grateful and thankful for you, George. I'm sending a shout out to the universe, thanking you for the last, how many years? 22 years?
22 exactly.
22 years in the fruit forest here in Melbourne, Australia. If you're whatever age and you only got space for pots, start today. Even if it's just one, start today. These videos are to encourage you, to inspire you. Go on over to Real Life Fruitopia, and he even has playlists of growing avocados. And what are some of the playlists over there at Real Life Fruitopia? Various playlists of him, just giving you some encouragement to grow some fruit trees. Get started today, no matter what your age is. I'm telling you, I lived in the cold snow of Illinois the first 50 years of my life and never realized what organic fruit and vegetables were like. I want to invite you to like this channel, share this channel, subscribe to this channel. Please help us grow. We want to send this message out into the world, and we'd like to see more people growing fruit trees from around the world. especially in colder climates where I'm from in Illinois. Most people don't know you can grow a tropical fruit tree called a pawpaw there. So we're going to end today. Oh, am I windy? I'm windy, but I know you'll like this video. So have a great day, and don't forget to go fruit and root yourself.